Alright, number 16, we want to use these formulas for sum and difference and simplify the given expression. So I'm going to start out by writing these down. We have cosine of u minus v. And it doesn't matter what we use, the formula will hold. Cosine of v. And then minus sine of u minus v times sine of v. Now, this is going to act like a negative, so I'm going to simplify this part first and then distribute the negative afterwards. So I'm going to write out what these formulas mean first. So cosine u minus v is going to be equal to cosine of u times cosine of v plus sine of u sine of v. This is being multiplied by cosine v. So I'll have to distribute cosine v to both terms. Then on the other side, I have a minus. I'm kind of running out of room, but that minus will be, we'll do that after. But sine of u cosine of v minus cosine of u sine of v, all multiplied by sine of v. I have to squeeze that in there. Alright, so now I'm going to distribute cosine v throughout these. Alright, so we'll have cosine u, when I multiply it times this term, it'll be cosine v squared. Cos squared v plus sine u sine v cosine v. So this is the left side, and then we'll have a minus, and then I'm going to distribute this part, sine v, over here. So sine v, we will have sine u sine v cosine v. So that's distributing the sine v to this part. Now we got to do it here. It's going to give us a sine v squared. So minus cosine u sine squared v. So now I'm going to distribute the negative 1 throughout here. So this is going to become negative, this will become positive, and then we'll combine like terms and see what we have. So we have cosine of u cosine squared v plus sine u sine v cosine v, and this is going to be minus sine u sine v cosine v. And when I can see this is exactly the same as this, these two terms, positive and negative, will cancel out, and so I'll be left with what I have here at the end. A negative times this will become a positive cosine u sine squared v. Alright, so I'm going to get this out of the way and bring these two terms together. So I have cosine u cosine squared v plus cosine u sine squared v. Alright, both of these terms have cosine u in terming, so we'll factor out cosine u. Cosine u, and in parentheses we have cosine squared v plus sine squared v. Now, since these are the same angles, cosine squared, sine squared. When we add them, that equals 1. That's the Pythagorean identity. So this equals 1. This whole thing just goes to 1. And 1 times anything is itself. So we just end up with cosine of u. Lots of fun. Cosine of u.